Hi, my name is Dan Berkey. I want to ask you a question. When was the last time you felt an urge to lie? Doesn't matter, big or small. What did you do? Was it about protecting yourself? Was it about getting an edge, an advantage? Was it about making yourself seem a little bit more intriguing, more mysterious? What was the lie about? Did you go ahead and lie? Or did you stop yourself? Like I said, my name is Daniel Berkey, and I'm a narcissist who gives a fuck. This is probably a long, rambling beginning to something I hope addresses some issues that some people might have. They might not even know they have it. They may not even care they have it. A lot of talk has been had about narcissism, narcissists. And years ago, those traits that many people associate with narcissism were traits I had. To put it simply, those traits, those behaviors, have cost me dozens of relationships. Friend relationships, romance relationships, relationship with myself, which is primary. And it recently came to a head when a relationship that I'd had with someone who was really a dear friend came crashing down. Why? Because of my compulsive lying. That's changed, and to tell you the truth, it's hard. I've lived my entire life hiding behind lies. They can seem really romantic, you know. You can create the most amazing scenarios just by yourself. And sometimes those scenarios are necessary for you to get through the day. I'm serious, to get through the day without doing something terrible. You're convinced that if you don't do that, you don't tell those lies, something bad will happen to you, which is ironic, because you're doing something bad in the first place by telling those lies. I couldn't stop myself. From when I was a young man, even when I was in grade school, I remember having to lie. And why? Why was I doing that? The very friend I just alluded to, who's now an ex-friend, and I understand why. I'm not criticizing him. I understand his reason to cut away from me. That very friend, when I was in 8th grade, I lied to. It was a lie, as I recall, to make myself seem smarter, more capable. I won't go into the particulars of what that lie was or why I was doing it at the time, but it was necessary for me. He caught me at it, and a friend of his caught me at it, and they confronted me over the phone. I remember that. You know the landlines you used to have? Well, no, those were the landlines back in the 70s and late 60s. I remember him and his friend talking to me, confronting me. I remember the pain I felt, the indignation. How dare you confront me? I'm doing this for me, so get out of my way. That's how I felt. As an 8th grader. Yeah. That's been with me all of my life, and many times I have tried to stop. It's like an alcoholic who's in his chronic phase may want to stop, may really want to stop. I say, I want to stop, I want to stop, I want to stop. I'm not going to take this drink. This is a drink of booze. This is a drink. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to. Oh, I drank it. Okay. Whatever the hell. You can't stop yourself, or seemingly can't. There has to be some sort of intervention, whether that's in you or from some outside agency. An intervention is necessary. The collapse of this friendship was like a hammer blow to my guts. I can't describe the feeling. But it's propelled me now into talking about that, talking about narcissism, what it does to you. Are you willing to let that destroy you? Are you going to get all blustered up and say, well, F you, I'm going to do what I want? Well, that's the attitude I've had. That's the attitude I'm working against now. And it's damn hard. It's not easy. I go through the day and I open my mouth. I'm going, Dan, you're about to tell a lie. I know. Don't tell a lie. Don't tell it. Don't tell it. Don't. Just don't. And for a while now, I haven't. And there's a war that goes on inside. Literally, that's what it feels like. A war that goes on inside, creating great anxiety. And I'm dealing with that because I feel that's the firestorm I have to get through if I'm going to get to the other side of this, where I can really learn about who I am. I don't know what the end of this is going to be, but I want to open the discussion. This is crude, yeah, the phone's balanced against a Canada Dry lemon lime sparkling seltzer water bottle in my room. It's Sunday, almost 6:30. Yeah. In March 2022. And I feel this need. I know there are people out there. I know there are people out there that are struggling. Some people really don't care. And for the longest time, I didn't care. And I've got to care. And I know there are people out there who want to care, want to grab onto something. There are really some amazing channels on YouTube that can help a person address these issues. A Dr. Ramani from MedCircle, or who has appeared on MedCircle. Now I think she has her own channel. Amazing doctor, amazing insight. And when I watched her video directly about narcissism, it was like a boot kick in the gut. I mentioned that before, like a hammer blow. And at first I was angry, man. I was angry. I really was. But then her and a number of other videos were recommended to me by this friend who departed with sending me a missive with some YouTube selections that he suggested would be good for me to watch. And I did. I watched them. And just as he said in the letter, this is going to be hard for you. It was damn hard. And I was only able to make it through 3 of the 4 at first. These are things that sometimes just go unaddressed, unconfronted throughout a person's life. And I'm starting this on my humble channel. I'm going to call it Narcissists Who Give a Fuck. Really. I'm Dan Berkey. I'm a narcissist. And I give a fuck. Because I want to live my life, what's left for me. Sane, sober, honest, and without beating myself up. That's the tricky part, right there. So, until I continue with this, with more coherent questions, if anybody is out there who wants to reply to this, please do. I would love to hear from you. I really would. Because this is something that I think we can all confront together. All right. Hola.